Hello, everybody, and welcome to our special Flash and Arrow recap episode. It's your main boy, Paul English. I'll be hosting this special event, joined as always by the Core 3, which I will introduce to you now. You know him. He's my best friend, my co-captain, my partner in this event in life as well, Mr. Caleb Tuff. Caleb, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys? This week's episodes of Arrow and Flash were explosive. We're ready to talk about this. I'm so excited. I'm just ready to ride. Let's do this.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And joining us, as always, our main man from the Central Atlantic, Mr. Chris Miller. Chris, how are you?
Hey, guys. It's Chris from Greenville, Maryland. And I was to say, this week, woo! Freaking awesome! The Flash. Oh, man.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, man.
Can't wait to talk about that particular.
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. Plenty of surprise in Flash and Arrow, which we will get to momentarily. First, real quick, some news dropped today out of the world of DC as well. In addition to Flash and Arrow, we will get to them momentarily. But first, we get our first look at Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I gotta tell you guys, he looks total badass. If you have not seen the pictures, check it out. I like the way he looks. I don't have a problem. He doesn't have blonde hair. That's fine. He looks cool anyway. Caleb, give me your thoughts.
I agree with everything you said. He looks bad. When they announced Aquaman, everyone's like, "How are you gonna make Aquaman cool?" Aquaman's a badass, dude. This guy looks awesome. He looks like he could whoop some serious ass, and I'm excited for that. And my God, Jason Momoa, just like he exudes like this like confidence, like this like sex appeal about it. Just this guy looks. Oh my God! He looks like a king, he looks like a king if you ask me. So I'm all excited. I can't wait to see him in Batman vs Superman, Justice League, and Aquaman. I'm just excited, man. Let's do this.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. All right, Chris. So, what did you think about the picture?
Okay, when I saw of course, and when they said they were gonna bring in Aquaman into this whole piece, and I wasn't really like a big Aquaman fan. Like everyone else, but I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I knew somehow he would look awesome. I didn't know he would look this awesome. This dude was totally jacked. He looked like he can open up a can of whoop ass on somebody. Just seriously, he looks appropriately regal and rugged, and just like Jason Momoa looks the part. I'm not surprised they didn't really go with the orange scales. It's. Yeah. It's a breakdown from tradition. You don't have to have everything from traditional. Like Cable said, he doesn't need to have the blonde hair. He just looks totally right for it. It's fantastic. Just this first look at this character.
Yeah, listen, and like with the Wonder Woman costume, guys, they kind of modernized it, like from the orange scales, like you said, it looks like battle armor. It just looks more modern. It looks more realistic, and I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need the old like a cartoony Aquaman suit, where he has like the green pants and the orange scale. No, that's silly. You don't need that. But that's how he looks. He looks like he's just ready to go to battle. Exciting.
All right, guys. So in addition to the photo, there's also this like phrase in each photo, which is "Unite the Seven." Now, some people are saying, a lot of people are asking, what does that mean? Some people are saying "Unite the Seven Seas." Other people talking about "Unite the Seven members of the Justice League." Though we only know 6 of them so far. So, guys, what do you think that what do they mean by when they say "Unite the Seven"? The 7 Seas, 7 members of JLA? Is it both?
I'm going to say JLA. It has to be, because you got Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Green Lantern, right? And then you have Cyborg.
Yes.
That's all 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be Unite the 7. I think that you're probably going to get a picture of Cyborg coming out, and it's also going to say Unite the 7. So I just think that's what they're going with. Because, this is Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. It's a Justice League prequel. Is what it boils down to. It's a Justice League prequel to stuff that hasn't been written yet. That's what I love. If you want to do a prequel of something, do it before you make the original movie, because then you can make the other movie vibe with the one that you already made. So like they can do whatever they want. I think it has to be the Justice League. I mean the Seven Seas. I think it's gonna be Justice League for sure.
Chris, what do you think it means?
I mean, I'm with Caleb on this one. Initially, I had a second thought. Because it means Justice League. There's a second thought, like it could mean the Seventh. Aquaman's trying to unite seven with parts of this land. This planet. But it could, refer to the Justice League. I mean, we haven't actually been confirmed, and we haven't confirmed that every member of the Justice League is going to be in this film. It could seem packed. If they picked all of them into this, but I think it's going to be their appearance is going to be like how Wonder Woman. They said Wonder Woman is going to be just like a cameo, but that's my speculation. It could be the Justice League members.
Now, guys, what would you think of this idea? What if? Because I'm thinking, okay, if it's not the Justice League, then it could be the Seven Seas. What if it's unite the Seven Seas, and the first villain that the Justice League faces in Justice League Part 1 is Aquaman? What if there's a war probably between the surface dwellers and Atlantis, and then at the end they kind of reconcile and they all join forces for Part 2 against Darkseid, and then you have the Aquaman movie kind of go backwards in time and explain his origin, explain how he became Aquaman, and all of that. I read that somewhere. I think that would be interesting.
That would definitely be interesting. I would not have a problem seeing that. Chris, what about you?
It seems like an interesting idea. I mean, it could be like this. It could be like this. It could be like when in Man of Steel they sent out the World Engine, into the Indian Ocean, and then the Superman destroyed it. It may have some kind of of destructional effect on the ocean, and Aquaman comes to
exactly
investigate what happened. I mean, in that part of the film, it may be. they may be going that direction. That's how
right. Like I'm thinking end credit scene, because remember there was also the rumor probably that the Dolphins that saved Clark after he falls off the oil rig got sent by Aquaman probably. Yeah. So what if there's an end credit scene, Aquaman going to Superman, or Aquaman rising up from the ocean saying, "I saved you, and this is how you repay my, my city and my people.
Yeah.
I will take my vengeance upon." Just like something like, oh man, oh. But I mean, it's all speculation, but I just think that would be totally badass.
I think that would be very cool. Also, for anyone who would like to know a little more about Aquaman, like who he is, where he comes from, I strongly encourage you to check out the movie Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Came out late last month. A very good film. I saw it a few weeks ago. I apologize for not making a review of it. I promise I will get to it shortly, and I will have it posted on our fan page, which is facebook.com/NerdsUnited1. You will know you found it when you've seen a profile picture of the Marvel Universe and a cover photo of all the Star Trek captains. That's how you find out that is our fan page. I will also share that video with our Facebook group, Nerds United, also called Nerds United 1. Check it out. Join us. We love to have your opinions on all the things we talk about. All right, guys, so now that the Aquaman's out of the way, let's get to our main topic, Flash and Arrow. Holy shit, these episodes were unbelievable, and I cannot wait to dive right into them. So let's start off with The Flash. Very solid episode, and especially the tease at the end. Oh my god, I was so excited. But we will get to that near the end of the discussion. First of all, Mr. Caleb, give me your overall thoughts about this newest episode of The Flash.
Flash is bringing it, Paul. I love this episode of The Flash. I thought it was great because, again, Paul, just like last week's episode, Paul, it gave us a great blend of story and, like more Firestorm. I mean, because it was kind of like a Firestorm arc, like a two-parter. It gave us some great Firestorm stuff, which I'm liking more and more now. And they gave us more Reverse Flash stuff. A lot of Reverse Flash stuff.
Which we will get to at the end, don't you worry.
And more Grodd. I mean, it's not Grodd, so it's good. I mean, listen. And you know what, Paul? It's a crazy thing. I even like Iris in this episode because she has a purpose now. Because she's finding out, hey, she's getting lied to. She's like, oh, I'm gonna investigate which is gonna find, which is gonna lead her to find out that Barry's the Flash and all that. So it's like everyone has a purpose. Everyone has something going on, and I really really like that. And I just think that I am kind of confused now. But the one thing I am aggravated for, Flash doesn't come back until March 17th.
Oh my God! I was just reading that. That's actually true.
Yeah,
Yes.
3-week break.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because the CW wants to promote iZombie, Paulie, so they're going to use their most popular show. Oh, Flash comes back on the same day that iZombie comes on. Make sure you watch. After
I'm
these 2
sorry,
episodes of the
I
Flash.
don't give a shit about zombies, period. Particularly a teenage zombie?
Oh my
Who
God.
the fuck would watch that?
Can we just not? Can you? All right, CW. Can you stop leeching your crappy shows onto your good shows? Paulie, remember when Arrow was, before Flash came along, Arrow was number 1 on the CW. It's number 2 because Flash is just like taken off. So they leached the Tomorrow People onto Arrow, and it got canceled after 1 season. So now you're gonna leech this garbage onto Flash. Stop using your great shows to try to leech on your crappy shows.
Yeah.
CW, leave your great shows and let them be great.
Yes.
Like Paulie, they always take their one or number 2 shows, and they're like, oh, so we're gonna rearrange it on the new show. No, just leave it alone. No breaks, 3 weeks, and the promo. Paulie, they finally find out who Wells is, and he's the Reverse Flash next, and now I had to wait 3 fucking weeks to see it. I hate that.
Here's a better idea. Rather than taking breaks, why don't you just shoot more episodes? Because right now I can't get enough Flash. I fucking love this show, and I want more and more and more. I'm great for it. I'm addicted to it. I want it now.
I could watch 30 episodes of this, Paul. It's great. And Barry finding out that he was the guy there that night, and now he's figuring out, okay, can I not make a mistake? But if he goes and he changes it, then he might not become the Flash. I mean, there's so many things.
Which is a topic that I am going to get to in just a moment. But first, Chris, what did you overall think of this episode?
I thought this was a solid installment of the whole series. I liked how they progressed the plot, and I think I like how they defined the new characters. I like that. I like how what Pale said. I like how they gave Iris a purpose and something to do. I mean, it's interesting to see where she goes in terms of investigating about Starlass. I mean, maybe she may find out that Barry's actually the Flash and what's going on and stuff like that. And I wasn't too crazy about Martin Stein. And I think Victor Garber is a wonderful actor, but I'm none of the stuff he said. I mean, I'm not sure that any of the stuff he said was indicative of his intelligence, how intelligent the character is, and I didn't really, but I really didn't like. I didn't really like Clancy Brown's General Ealing. I thought he was like by the numbers villain, typical generic villain, just really nobody particularly memorable.
Yeah.
The end credit scene. That had me jumping on the end of my seat. We find out he's the Reverse Flash. Of course,
Well, we knew that he was a Reverse Flash, but then you see that. Yeah. So was he the one that night that was fighting Barry and stuff? And he was because Wells was talking to him. I don't know how that. But then you see in the promo for next week's or the new episode that he can be in 2 places at once.
Yes.
So I don't really know how that. But I don't know how they're gonna explain it. But now I have to wait 3 weeks. So it's.
Fucking CW, man. I mean, you make such great show, but you also make such shit, and you want to promote it with your good stuff. No. Rather, why don't you take properties that need saving?
All right, Paulie, give us your thoughts, bud.
I mean, it was just I freaking love this episode. I mean, like you said, Iris didn't suck in this one. Now she has a purpose. I mean, the whole thing regarding Dr. Stein and Ronnie. I mean. It's just everything. I like Robbie Amell in this episode. I hope we get to see more Firestorm soon. Everything about this episode was just great. I loved it. and then the tease at the end. Holy!
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't want to wait much longer to talk about it. But before we get to that, just the way the episode ended. Before we get to the tease at the end, just Barry talking to Joe about now that he knows that he traveled. At some point, he's going to travel back in time to try to save his mother. And then he fails, so everything. Now I know what not to do. I'm going to save my mother. All I was thinking about when he said that was
Flashpoint boy.
The Flashpoint paradox. Yes. I enjoyed this movie very much. So I already know if they're adapting this movie to wrap up the season, I am going to shit my pants with excitement. Because this was a great movie, but all I was thinking was, Barry, you have to fail. Otherwise, if you succeed, you're going to fuck up the future. Because that's what happens in this movie.
That's the thing. Like he needs to realize probably that I have to fail in order for things to work out the way they are, so that I can become. I know.
And the way that unfolds, I doubt it's going to be anything like this, but I cannot wait to find out how it unfolds. If that's the case, if they are adapting the Flashpoint Paradox comic line that was in this great movie into the wrap-up season 1 of the Flash, I cannot wait to see how that unfolds, because, man, this movie was great, and I'm looking forward to finding out how if that is the case, if they wind up adapting this into the wrap-up season 1.
I mean, they'll have to change a couple of things, probably, but, I mean, they can. I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, but, I mean, it's tough because it would make sense, though, because then Harrison goes back, well, I don't think Harrison's the one that killed his mother. I think that's another reverse Flash. I don't think it was Harrison Wells. But
or either that, or what if Harrison? Well, what if Barry originally saved his mother at some other point? Harrison Wells go back to even further into the past to kill him to ensure that history remains unaltered. What if he's trying to protect the future?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. It's just like, what if, it's just so many possibilities for like I don't know. And it's like Wells, like what if they had that fight and it was Wells' fight and then he got stuck in that time?
Yeah.
Because he came to Central City around the same time that Barry's mother's died. So what if he went back, Paulie, and then he lost his power somehow and he couldn't go back? And
that might explain why he's struggling with his powers in the present. He's slowly been regaining.
Correct.
But, that's just all pure speculation, though. I mean, but I can't wait to find out how they unfold it throughout the season. 3 fucking weeks to the next episode. All right. Before I start going to rant, Chris, give me your thoughts on all this. The whole lot.
The whole Flashpoint thing? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Maybe it could lead to something like that. I mean, my point of interest, my speculation, how old this is, how Eddie Thawne is old this. Like I said, Thawne is in the comics is the last name of Edward Thawne, who is the one of the Reverse Flashes. I mean, maybe he had maybe he has an ancestor. Maybe there's 2 Reverse Flashes, and maybe one of them happens to be connected to Eddie. Maybe he was one of the was the one that killed Barry's mother that night.
Right. I think there's definitely going to be more than one Reverse Flash, and I think they're mixing Hunter Zolomon with Zoom with Eobard Thawne. I think they're kind of like mixing and matching for the 2 Reverse Flashes. So I think Wells is like he's the Professor Zoom character with some elements of a Hunter Zolomon. So they're kind of like mixing and matching, which is fine. All right, Paulie. Guys, we cannot put it up. The end credit scene. Grodd, not God. I mean,
I know you're not gonna like me for saying this, Caleb, but I was actually more thrilled when I saw Grodd walking on 2 feet than I was seeing Harrison Wells as the Reverse Flash. Just because, oh my God, I love Grodd from the Justice League show. He was such an amazing villain, and seeing him just walking up and beat the shit out of Clancy Brown is. I think I was more excited seeing that just because they've been building that up so much. Like, that's the future.
No, yeah, I mean, listen. Was I excited, and was it obvious that it was going to be Wells in the suit? Yeah, it was pretty obvious, and But it was still cool to see. But yeah, but then you see Grodd stand up and you hear him talk, and you're like, General. It's like, oh, I know that voice, you know. And then just, oh man, Flash is just like
Wait a
bringing
minute,
it.
he talked? Because I didn't hear him.
Yeah, he talked.
I'm going to have to watch that episode because I didn't hear him speak. I thought
Oh
that might
yeah,
have been,
dude,
like,
he talked. Oh yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude,
I cannot wait to see.
that, yeah, Paul, watch the end. That was Grodd, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch the ending of that.
Not God, Grodd. Oh, it was awesome.
That's kind of like a reference to General Zod in Superman 2. When the president bows before him, he says, "Oh God," he says, "Zod."
That's right. So it's like, I mean, yeah, the only thing that gets, amazing episode, and again, having to wait 3 weeks for this is total BS.
Yeah.
But whatever. You know what? It is what it is.
Yeah.
The anticipation is going to build up because I cannot wait to watch this. But it was great. I mean, I loved every second of it. I don't think there was one part that I didn't like. So.
Yes, indeed. Phenomenal.
So real quick, Paul, give me your thoughts on the Firestorm stuff, Paul.
Like I said, it was very interesting the way they handled it. Like I don't know as much about the comics as you do, Caleb. So I like the way they handle it. I can't wait to see. I hope they bring in more Firestorms soon, and I don't know whether or not this is going to wind up leading to if they wind up staying true to the comics and Caitlin Snow does wind up becoming Killer Frost. I don't know if Firestorm is going to play a role in that, but I don't know. We'll see. It was interesting. I'll put it like that. It was interesting. I don't know how this is going to play a role in the future, but we'll see.
I'm hearing that he's going to be coming back in the finale, so we will be getting more Firestorm, and then probably in season 2 he'll become a regular, and he'll become like I don't want to say like a sidekick, but he'll become like another person to help Barry, against Grodd and all them. So
yeah.
But this is great. So.
All right. So, anyone want to add anything else regarding the Flash?
No, I'm good.
All right, then. Let's move on to Arrow. Wow, what an episode this was. All I'm going to say is I fucking loved it. We'll get into specifics at the moment, but as an overall episode, it brought it big time. I loved this episode through and through. Chris, let me start off with you this time. What did you think overall impression of this episode of Arrow?
I thought this was one of the best episodes this season had to offer. This season had been kind of slagging in terms of pacing and stuff like that and momentum. It's just like it really haven't really bring us much, But this episode flat out killed it. It brought it. I loved thinking Maggie Bennett as Slade Wilson again. Just like he's like a total freaking badass. He's like one of the most menacing villains to come across in this series. It was very strange, but yet it was very gritty and interesting. And the flashback scene, pretty good in this. Pretty good in this. And this is it's just absolutely fantastic. I like how Thea has kind of developed and come to her own as a character. But Malcolm Merlyn, that's a sick bastard right there.
Oh my God, is he sick? And John Farrowman is playing him beautifully. All right, so like I said, we'll get into specifics in a moment. But Caleb, overall thoughts about this episode?
Okay, so I liked this episode of Arrow. I liked it a lot. I didn't love it though. I thought Flash was a lot better. But the one thing I did, I love the flashbacks one, and I love when Oliver killed that guy, just like snapped his neck and like throw him that was total badass. I was like, oh man, Oliver. Listen, it was great to see Slade Wilson back, Deathstroke, played beautifully again by the amazing Manu Bennett.
That guy's
amazing. He's great. Yeah, I love that Theo actually learned that what Merlyn did, and how Merlyn was all pissed off at the end, like, oh, he I shouldn't have told you. Well, you shouldn't have done it, Merlyn.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment, but the big thing is
overall great, Paul. So
I do want to talk about the flashback episode, and I mean, it was weird seeing Captain Lance with a head of hair again. That was took him a while to get used to. Thea with long hair, but the big thing, guys, I miss Colin Donnell as Tommy. I love this character. I mean, I love this character. I love the actor. I know there's still speculation going around that they might try to find a way to bring the Lazarus Pit into this. Maybe bring Tommy back. I hope they do because I love that character. I like to see more of him. So,
I mean, I loved him in this episode, Paul. I loved him in this episode, Paul. He kind of played the Oliver role in the flashback. You know, like, what are you doing, Thea? You know, and all this, and you know, I love Colin Donnell. I think he's great, and and you know, he has great like lines. He just they write him so beautifully. Like when he's talking to Laurel, who I also liked in this episode. I thought she was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, she says he says like how about how like what was it just for dinner or something, and she's like, how many girls have you used that on? And he's like, well, it usually only takes those 3 words. I just thought that was great, and like it's great to have him back. I hope they bring him back. So but it was nice to see him back. So
especially he had like a great like kind of like brotherly role, especially like to Thea. That was pretty.
Yes. It was like Caleb said, it was great seeing Manu Bennett come back as Slade Wilson. He just owned this episode again, like he always does. It was so fun seeing him. The way he just messed with Oliver and Thea's mind, just pulling at him like a puppeteer pulls of strings. Oh, there are rumors that we might see him again because there's going to be another Suicide Squad episode. Would you guys be cool seeing him joining the Suicide Squad? Deathstroke.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe. I mean, I think like he's pretty good as like I think he's like pretty good on his own, but like we'll see. How he fits into it.
Right. I mean, he might be a little too big for the Suicide Squad. I mean, like I don't think he's. I think he would just like go rogue. I mean, if he like didn't go rogue and like didn't try to do something, then I would be like that's kind of out of character for Deathstroke, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But and I just love how when they're in the cell and like Oliver's like, okay, this was built for a man pod. So then Thea tries to reach around. If only my arm was longer. Well, it could be longer. And he dislocates her shoulder. I thought that was
Yeah, I know. Which is the next thing I wanted to get into, which is the interactions between Oliver and Thea, just everything they went through together, and then of course, you know, the big reveal when Oliver tells Thea, you were the one, Sarah. You were drugged, but you did it. I mean,
this episode, Paulie, had the best chemistry between Stephen Amell and Willa Holland. I thought their chemistry was amazing in this episode.
It was perfect.
And then their chemistry with Manu Bennett and John Barrowman, like those four carried this episode. It was fantastic.
Absolutely,
they were fantastic.
Absolutely.
Stephen Amell's acting has gotten so much better, Paulie, ever since season 1. He's become a great actor in the show.
He's become an amazing actor.
So. Yes,
I do want. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, he has progressed in this role. He was kind of wooden in the early installments, but yeah, he's kind of grown into it. That's all I had to say.
Before we get to the final thing, I want to talk about regarding Arrow. There is one thing in the flashback that I forgot to bring up that I just got such a laugh out of, and that's when Oliver sneaks into Queen Consolidated. He's hiding, and we see a younger Felicity come up talking to the phone. I'm like, wow, you're cute. You're dead.
I really need to start talking to myself.
And then just seeing Oliver with that little smile on his face, like,
You know what, Paul? I like seeing, and then you see Diggle with his brother, Paul, which I'm not sure if we've seen his brother yet.
I don't know so.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't think that I would trade in, getting shot at for being at a something like this. And I just thought and his brother was so great. Are we complaining again? It was great to see a Team Arrow before they were Team Arrow.
Yes, it was great to see all of them work up. All right, so the final thing I want to talk about is Captain Lance and Laurel in the present. We see Lance with Sarah's grave. I'm sensing some tension between these two. But the thing that surprised me the most, like Lance had a bottle, hands it to Laurel, and she just dumps it out. It's like, okay, but I mean that tension I'm sensing. What do you guys think, Caleb? Let me start with you on that.
You know, it's funny. Watching this episode, watching that scene unfold. Obviously, you knew that it was alcohol, and then when he hands Laurel, she got it. She opened it. I looked at my phone and I was like, dump it out. And when she did, I was like, yes. I don't want to go down that road again.
Yeah.
Like,
that was when Laurel was at her worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Chris, what did you think about it?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I mean, what you can tell. I believe you can tell by the interaction. There is some friction going on between the two of them. She had to carry the incredible burden. I mean, the incredible truth for a long time that her sister was killed in cold blood. And
yeah.
I mean, yes, and due to her father's health problems and stuff like that, she didn't want to weigh down on him. It must have been incredibly difficult tearing up her inside. But he had to know. I mean, and just and he's reaping over it as it is, and it's just heartbreaking. Just like in the present day, it's just heartbreaking to look at. And the war between just like Katie. I mean, it's just incredible, like how Katie Cassidy and Paul Blackmore interact. It's just like, there is some tension there, I wouldn't be surprised if they explored this in future episodes, how they had to deal with why she hid this from him,
Yeah, I gotta say, I've been impressed with Katie Cassidy the past 2 episodes. I think her acting's slowly getting better. I'm getting a little more hope for her. Caleb, I know she's your least favorite character, but I mean, you get her acting getting a little better the past couple episodes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not great, but it's getting better. It's getting better. You can see that the her going from one to another. And I just want to say real quick, I think it's interesting. I don't really blame Lance for it, because if you think about it, everyone else knew that his daughter was dead except for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's his daughter. I mean, even what he said in the scene, I will eventually get over Sarah's death. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get over you hiding this from me for as long as you did.
Yeah.
That is one thing that you I'm not a parent, so I mean I wouldn't but I can only imagine months and months and months go by and you don't learn about her death until then. I mean, I can understand why he's so upset.
Yes.
One thing I do want to ask you guys real quick, what do you guys think is going to happen with the whole, now that Althea knows, and when Laurel finds out that it was Merlin and that it was Althea that killed Sarah? What's going to happen? Because I just thought of that. Because I don't know, because that's obviously going to come out. I'm wondering what you guys think about that.
Chris, you want to go first on that?
Maybe I probably would. I mean, they're gonna deal with this, handle this eventually some way around the world. I mean, down the road, and I'm not sure how they're gonna tackle it. I mean, maybe this may be a break, if revealed. This may be a breaking point between Laurel and Thea. Yeah, because they had like a sisterly relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. And that the bonds of trust and loyalty are definitely gonna be. They probably will be broken. If revealed, this whole thing, that Thea killed her sister under Malcolm Merlin's influence. I mean, it could explode. It could be like a huge explosion if it's revealed in the long run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think, if both Laurel and Lance both find out about this, I think they're actually going to both react differently. As far as Laurel's reaction, I think for Laurel's case, it all depends on if she can understand that Thea was drugged when she did this. She had no clue what she was doing when she killed Sarah. If she can get that through her head, that Thea was drugged and it was Merlin who killed Sarah, not Thea, I think while their friendship will get like dented, I think in time Thea will get over that it was Merlin who killed Sarah, not Thea. Thea didn't know what she was doing. I think Laurel will understand that. I don't think Captain Lance will. I think he'll have a harder time dealing with it than Laurel will.
Yeah.
But that, like I said, that depends on if Laurel can get it through her head that, supposing she does find out that, listen, Thea was drugged when she did this. So it wasn't really her fault. It was Merlin. If she can get that through her head, then I don't think it'll affect their relationship too much. But with Lance on the other, that's going to be a whole different story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, because I just love how Thea's like, oh, so does Laurel know? No. Like.
And she's never going to find out. Like, you can't tell her.
Oh, she will find out, but,
Yeah, but Oliver's like, no, she doesn't. You can't tell her. She must never know. But, no, it's not going to happen.
It's like a complex set of events right here, He killed, Malcolm Merlin had his daughter under drug influence kill her best friend, one of her best friends, her brother's, her brother's, ex-girlfriend's sister, it's like, Malcolm Merlin was like a sick, cold bastard,
Yeah.
Just really sadistic,
Yeah.
I think, I think maybe they will understand down the line, but yeah, but it's going to take some time,
Yeah, it's definitely going to take time. And the one saving grace, Paul, that we have for next week is there is a new episode of Arrow next week, Paul. But then Arrow goes on break for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, we won't have Flash or Arrow. So.
Well, I mean, it's going to be worse for you, Caleb, than it is for me, because I'll still have Gotham and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, wait, I was going to say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's going to kick ass. Oh, my God. Quake! Inhumans! Oh, my goodness.
Yes, indeed. I cannot wait for that. And Caleb looking like, you guys shut up. I don't give a shit about your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fuck you.
Watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
But overall, guys, great week of Flash and Arrow, I will say. One of the best weeks that we've had in a long time. So,
indeed.
Because we thought that last week was awesome. This week, I think, topped last week.
Yes, by a landslide.
So overall, great. I am really stinks that we're not going to get Flash again for 3 weeks. At least we will get Arrow next week, and then we won't get Arrow for 2 weeks. So, yeah, CW.
What are you doing?
Come on.
God, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
God damn it. What the hell? Jeez.
So, but overall, guys, it was good, though.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Before we wrap up, something non-Flash and Arrow related I wanted to discuss with you guys because it is DC related. Are you guys familiar with the Nightwing web series that's you can find on YouTube?
Heard of it.
I've seen the first couple of episodes.
Well, there's like I guess like a petition going on online that that fans want the actor who plays Nightwing in that web series to play him again in the upcoming TNT Titans show. What do you guys think about
that? I mean, if he is being lavish with a lot of praise, I mean, if he's getting a lot of good word, I would say why the hell not?
Yes.
Right.
Also, yes.
No, I was gonna say, did you see that that a former Power Ranger got cast and on Jessica Jones?
No, I didn't.
From Marvel. Yeah, the RPM Red Ranger, Eka Danville or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, got cast on Jessica Jones.
Oh, sweet! Yeah. Power Ranger, I love still working. That's nice to see.
That's right.
All right. So also, because I don't think we talked about Titans yet on our show,
Nope.
While the cast has not been announced, the characters have. It's going to be Nightwing, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, Starfire, Raven, Hawk and Dove, and Oracle. Which I remember reading, that's like 3/5 of the cast of the characters will be women, which is something that we've never seen in a comic book adaptation, TV show, or film. So, guys, what do you think about the characters, and what do you guys think about having a multi-female cast? Because as long as the writing's good, I don't give a shit how many of them are women. They can be all women as long as the writing's good. But What do you think about
Right.
the cast, the characters, and 3/5 of it being women? Any thoughts on that?
Well,
Chris,
I mean, yeah. All right, Chris.
Me? Oh wow. I mean, I'm not too. I mean, I think it's okay. I'm really sure. I mean, I was pretty much expecting Dick Grayson to be Robin in this series rather than Nightwing. I mean, especially. I mean, of course, Oracle. It's going to be the Barbara Gordon version, right? Am I correct? Am I correct in assuming that, or?
I do not know. All I know is it's Oracle. I think it's going to be Barbara Gordon. I don't know for sure though.
That's interesting. So,
Mhm.
I mean, listen, it's kind of bittersweet because listen, I want Nightwing in the movie cinematic universe. Like, I want Nightwing so bad. I don't want Robin. I want Nightwing. Robin should have been on the Titans because I mean, Robin is more associated with the Teen Titans than Nightwing is.
Yeah.
Starfire, cool. But my thing is, okay, listen, I have nothing against an all like female thing, like a lot of female thing. But where's Beast Boy? Where's us? I know that they're doing Cyborg in the movie universe,
Yeah.
so that's why they're not having him in there. But it's like, Raven's cool. What was the other one? You said what was the one?
AR.
What was that?
Hawk and Dove.
Hawk and Dove.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. So.
We
Yeah.
should have replaced him with Beast Boy. But
no, it's two
whatever.
characters. Hawk and Dove. They're two separate characters.
Oh,
they're always together, but it's two separate characters. Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, like, because I grew up with the well, I didn't really grow up with it, but I remember watching the original Titan show that
The
had
2003 one on Cartoon
Right.
Network. Yes.
they had Robin, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg.
Which is available on Walmart's website, and I will be picking up all 5 seasons at some point this summer.
So I mean, that's the one that I was looking for. And again, so if they're doing Nightwing in Titans, I don't know if that means that they're gonna have Nightwing in, in the movies, which is what I want. I want him in the movies because I think he'd be a great character to have. In regards to the person on the web series playing him in the show, why not? I mean, it's getting huge buzz. It's getting huge, like a great show. I mean, I've only watched the first couple episodes and they're really good.
Yes.
But like, and I hope that they because I believe that even though this is going to be on TNT, that they will cross over with Arrow and Flash. Am I right?
I'm hearing rumors that they're working on figuring out a way to do that. I don't know if they actually will or how they'll do it, but I'm hearing there are rumors that there's a chance that could happen.
Actually, there are rumors. I mean, that the new CBS series, the Supergirl adaptation, may cross over with Flash and Arrow. I mean, that's what they're.
I'm hearing that as well.
But I mean, how awesome would it be to have like a huge episode where all of the heroes are together? And you think about it. And if you think about it, they've already referenced Bloodhaven numerous times in Arrow. So, and that's where Nightwing is. That's like his base of operation. Now, I'm not saying for Titans that's where it's going to be, but I'm saying, like, you could have, like, Nightwing and, like, go on to Arrow because he doesn't have superpowers, and, like, Starfire and everything could go on Flash. I mean, it would just be cool to have all that crossover and stuff, like...
Yes.
Just have a free flowing universe, I just think that would be awesome. So.
I think that would be awesome too. Although I think it'd be more awesome if they connected it to the cinematic universe. I think that's what we all want.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because I'm still pissed if there's 2 Barry Allens. It's like, come on, guys.
Well, Paul, you know what? If they connected Titans to it, Paul, it would make sense because you have an older Batman, and he could say, "Oh, Robin. I mean, the Nightwing's off doing his thing with the Titans." So that's why he's not here, He's not like he's already been Robin. He's already come and gone. It would make sense if they connected it, but DC doesn't want to do that, Paul. They don't want to connect their universes.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it would also open the door for like someone else to be Robin in the movie. Like they could get Tim Drake or Damian Wayne or Carrie Kelly if they're going with the Dark Knight Returns.
Jason Todd,
Yeah. Or reference some of the other Robins other than Dick Grayson. I want to see other Robins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see Tim Drake. I'd love I would love to see them for the Batman solo movie. I would love to see them adapt Under the Red Hood.
Oh,
I think that would be just fantastic. I think that would be incredible.
oh my God!
Aren't they introducing him in Gotham or Arrow? I think.
Yes, they are introducing the Red Hood in the next episode of Gotham.
Oh.
The Red Hood is coming. I don't know if it's a joke. It's not the Joker Red Hood, but it is a Red Hood. Yes.
I just think that I mean, come on, come on. I just that all they do is just take that script and just put it in the movie. I think it would be fantastic.
Straight up, pure adaptation. I mean, yeah, you guys know how much I love Under the Red Hood. It's my all-time favorite Batman movie. So I mean, to see that adapted into live action, holy shit.
Yeah, it would be fantastic.
It would be absolutely epic. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. Any other DC news you want to discuss before we wrap this up?
I was just say, yeah, the DC Cinematic Universe. Marvel has like 10 films ahead at this point. They're like, they've been doing this since 2008, man. Just like Batman versus Superman has to break even, man. Absolutely.
Oh, it has to.
Well,
it has to deliver.
Listen, it's gonna make money, but I will tell you this, Chris. If Batman versus Superman is great, like all-time great, then DC has caught right up to Marvel.
Yes.
Because I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. Batman vs. Superman is, if it's great, is going to be huger than Avengers 2. Because I'm sorry, but Batman and the Superman are bigger than anything that Marvel has, including Spider-Man. I'm sorry, it's Batman and Superman.
Yeah, at this point, Batman vs. Superman is highly more anticipated than Avengers: Age of Ultron is, because like Kale said,
people have been waiting for this film for 20 years. 20 years.
Holy.
Chris,
he's worried that it's not going to be good.
That is my big concern. I do not have any faith in Zack Snyder. I don't have as much faith in Warner Brothers as I do with Disney and Marvel. I mean, I've already started assembling my top 10 most anticipated films of 2016. Batman vs. Superman is number 5.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah. All right, listen. He's more of a Marvel fanboy, and if this movie had like a little more buzz, if we had seen a really good trailer, then he might get more excited. But right now, that's where it is. So,
my concern is Zack Snyder. I don't trust
Zack Snyder. Yeah. Right.
I mean, they need
because Man of Steel was so divisive.
Yeah. I liked Man of Steel. I didn't like it as much as other people. But yeah, that's my main concern is, can Zack Snyder deliver? Can they deliver? Can Warner Brothers deliver on this? That's my big concern, and that's why Batman vs. Superman is number 5.
Oh
yeah.
I mean, but hopefully, like we're on a Comic-Con, we'll get somewhere. We'll at least see some glimpse of footage.
We got to get a trailer, man. We need a trailer.
Yeah, we need something.
Trailer.
Well, okay, if you guys think about it, they could probably drop it in March, because remember the Star Wars Episode 7 dropped in dropped
in November.
November
last year.
In December of last year. So we could get something like that, because that was a year out. You just give us a teaser. Just give us something. We need something to get excited about this movie about.
Because this movie
just make sure it's something good, because you can just as easily crush our hope as opposed to raising them.
Yeah, this movie will be promoted.
I don't know, Paul. I mean, like Batman's on the same level for me as like Star Wars is. I could see like Ben Affleck like sitting on the toilet, like taking a poop in the bat suit, and I would get excited. Like it's like Batman is one of those things where I'm gonna get excited for the movie regardless. So it's Batman. I mean,
you're the biggest Batman fanboy ever.
I can't help it, man.
I swear, you and Gretchen probably argue about who's the bigger Batman fan every day.
She loves Batman almost as much as me. Not as much, but almost.
You better hope she didn't hear that, or she's gonna kill her.
Oh, she probably did.
I'm more of a Superman guy, so yeah.
Oh no.
What? I love
Soups is a.
Christopher Reeve, best Superman ever, man.
Yes.
They ain't saying much though. They ain't saying. I mean, you got You got you have Brandon Routh and you have Henry Cavill, who.
Well, you also got Tim Daly.
Oh yeah, that was, but he was like part of the cartoon. I mean,
I'm saying in the movies.
Okay.
Yeah, just like old school. George Reeves from the old TV series of the 50s.
Yeah, you George Reeves, and you have Dean Cain from the
Lois and Clark.
Lois and
then
Clark.
Tom Welling from Smallville.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah. He was like Clark Kent. He was a Superman for like one season. So. All right, so Foley, I think we're just rambling on. So
yeah,
I think we should go.
Wrap this up. This has been our Arrow Flash recap episode. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me for this. Chris, as always a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, so like I said, like discussing this with you, been having a blast. Just like talking about this stuff with you, man. Just like it's been a great time, man. Just been a great time.
Yes, indeed. And Caleb, my brother, as always, it's been so much fun.
Absolutely, guys. Make sure tomorrow night that you are ready for the countdown of our top 10 video games of all time. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be explosive. I'm gonna have Gretchen on here with me because she has a list. It's gonna be big. Y'all need to join us for that. So that's exciting. And as always, boys, love our talking about Flash and Arrow. So
yes, indeed. Fingers crossed. We will not delay it this time. As it stands right now, we are go for tomorrow night, episode 12. We will be counting on our top 10 favorite video games of all time. Our top 10 favorite games hopefully will not be delayed this time, so we will see you tomorrow with any luck. So, everyone, thank you so very much for watching. I'm Paul English. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.